Look around, a coffee shop, a campus, a park bench, young people, heads bowed, not in prayer over a book, but over the glow of their smartphones. For Gen Z, that screen is their sanctuary, their connection to ancient words and timeless truths. This isn't just scrolling social media, it's a quiet revolution, faith lived out one notification, one highlighted verse at a time. The sacred space for devotion is no longer a dusty bookshelf or church pew. Now, a teen waiting for the bus pulls up a daily verse before their playlist. A college student finds peace in a dorm by listening to an audio Bible. For this generation, digital and spiritual lives are fully integrated. The same device that connects them to friends and news connects them to God. This shift challenges our traditional picture of devotion. The image of a paper Bible still exists, but now, faith is portable, adaptable, and embedded in modern life. Faith doesn't ask you to step away from your world, it meets you in the middle of your digital stream. The question isn't whether this change is happening, it's here. What does it mean for the future of the church and personal faith? Maybe it's time to see the phone not as a distraction, but as a doorway to faith. The tools may change, but the desire to connect with something greater remains. A new chapter is being written, on a screen. The data in 2025 is clear. Over 77% of Gen Z Christians use a Bible app weekly. Nearly half say their phone is their primary way to read scripture. This isn't a fad, it's a fundamental rewiring of spiritual habits. Why the shift? Convenience. Your phone is always with you, making scripture accessible anytime, anywhere. No need to carry a heavy book. Engagement becomes spontaneous, part of daily life. Bible apps offer features paper can't: switch translations, listen to audio, set reminders, and join reading plans. Users on reading plans are 4 times more likely to read daily. These apps foster consistent engagement and make scripture social. A verse can be shared instantly, on Instagram, in group chats, or with a personal reflection. Sharing scripture creates a ripple effect, spreading faith peer-to-peer. The digital Bible is a tool for communal conversation and digital evangelism. The numbers tell a story. Gen Z is finding faith through the tools they know best. The shift is real, and it's reshaping spiritual life. Ask Gen Z why they love Bible apps and you'll hear, it's not a replacement, it's an enhancement. Chloe, 19, says, my phone is my planner, my camera, my connection to friends. Why not my Bible? A verse notification feels as normal as a text from my mom. For her, faith is integrated, not separate. Marcus, 22, shares how group reading plans keep his small group connected all week, not just at meetings. We comment, ask questions, and stay accountable. It feels like we're actually doing life together. Personalization is key. Maya, a high schooler, loves finding plans for exam stress. It feels like the Bible is speaking to what I'm going through right now. Paper Bibles are great, but they can't guide you to the right words when you don't know what you need. For Gen Z, faith is a dynamic dialogue. Questioning, discussing, sharing, and creating. Bible apps make faith interactive and communal. They transform scripture from static text to a living part of daily digital life. This isn't about rejecting tradition. It's about making faith more personal and relevant. The Bible is now a living, breathing part of their digital ecosystem. For this generation, faith is more accessible and deeply personal than ever. The digital Bible is about more than technology. It's reshaping community and spiritual growth. Bible apps are almost always free, removing economic barriers and making scripture accessible worldwide. This is a game changer for global mission, and for those in less privileged circumstances. Digital faith communities now transcend geography. A teen in Ohio can study with believers in Korea, Nigeria, or Brazil. They share insights, pray, and form deep connections with people they'll never meet in person. Faith is now a continuous, integrated part of life, not just a Sunday event. Group chats, shared verses, and prayer requests keep the conversation going all week. This ongoing engagement keeps faith at the forefront and bridges the gap between Sunday inspiration and Monday reality. Scripture on the same device as news and culture feels more current and relevant. Faith isn't about escaping the world but living in it with purpose and hope. The medium is shaping the message for a new era. As faith and technology intersect, we must ask, what do we gain and what do we lose? Digital Bibles bring accessibility, community, and daily engagement. But is something lost when the rustle of pages is replaced by a swipe? A physical Bible offers focus and a tangible history of faith, notes, underlines, memories. For many it's a sacred artifact, a family heirloom. But maybe it's not either or, but both and. Apps for daily inspiration, paper for deep study, both connect us to God. The goal isn't to preserve a method, but to connect people with faith. How we engage with Scripture today will define the church of tomorrow. Let's talk about it, because the future of faith is in our hands.